Hey guys, I'm Michael with Juggernaut Weld Fab, and this is my son,
Braden.
We are testing out the new Columbia Coatings Hyper Smooth number 3 LED. Braden's been banging out a ton of powder with this thing. What we are going from the Super China WX-958 coating system. I thought, hell, it's, would be a good beginner system, and then upgrade later. It's a piece of shit. It's like a real solid turd. I mean, what were the problems that you had with the machine?
With second coats, it just wouldn't stick, and it never constantly flowed the same with each part.
No consistency at all. Yeah, that was my problem. Was it almost acted like you could turn that thing all the way up to 100 kilovolts, and you would still have a ton of overspray, and you would get your little fish eyes, but it would, like, the powder, you turn it down and the powder wouldn't stick to the part. It was almost like it wasn't putting enough static electricity into the part. With this one, we turn it down to 25 kilovolts or whatever on a part that's really intricate, and you can spray the powder to the side of the part and you can see it come in and stick. We are laying down chrome right now with it, Columbia Coatings chromachrome with it right now, and there's a lot of different parts and pieces. Some of it's plate steel, some of it's cast aluminum, some of it's cast iron, and the machine is done really well for it. Their book, what I like is you get a booklet with it, and not only does it tell you all, what are you laughing about, asshole? So not only do you get a layout of how all your parts hook up and everything, but it actually gives you some troubleshooting tips and stuff in here, where that other Chinese system, there's nothing. You just got to figure it out. And I know guys probably have learned the machine. I used the Chinese one for a little over a year, and I learned it. I learned what I had to do, but it was just so annoying that every single color, every single part, you could be doing 10 pieces of the same color, and every single piece would react differently. You'd get all the way through, and your last piece, you could not get the powder to stick. So you'd have to, turn your air pressure way up and pull the gun way back and kind of to get it to just fall on it. And it's just a solid piece of shit. Like, and if, I said,
you wiped it off or something to clean it, like say the powder was already on it and you had to blow it off, it wouldn't stick at all.
Right. Like if you messed up and you had to blow it off and start over, yeah, it wouldn't. This one also comes with this fancy little wide mouth tip, and they claim that it's really bitchin' makes second and third coats a lot easier, and makes it to where you don't have to hot flock parts as much. We've used it, and it does work well. It spreads the powder well, but what we found is that your powder really builds up in it, so you can't take your gun and say try to hit the top side of that. You really got to be careful, because that powder will fall out of this onto your part. But other than that, it seems to work really well. We've kind of played around with, we use the cone tip a lot just because that's what I'm used to with the other machine. And Braden's also been using the flat nozzle. So it comes with a flat, a standard conical, and this wide mouth. So all this chrome is going to ultimately be coated over with candy pink. So we're going to go ahead and use this cone, or this wide mouth, and see how it does on the candy, see if it truly does help with second and third coats. But yeah, Braden, do you want to go ahead and lay a little powder for these guys? I'll kind of zoom in and show how it's working. You'll probably be flowing at around, what, 20 psi is what you've been running. It's cranked all the way up right now, so go ahead and turn her down. There you go, you're at 20 psi. But let me get in here. Excuse the wobble wobble. But yeah, it flows really well. And honestly, you probably don't even need that much air pressure. These are some cast aluminum, or they're not cast, I'm sorry, they're billet aluminum valve covers that were then anodized. So Braden spent quite a while media blasting all that stupid anodized coating off. That stuff is really, really hard to blast. But as you can see, the machine does really well. So yeah, if you're in the market and on the fence about what powder coating system to use, we recommend the Columbia Coatings Hyper Smooth number 3. It works really well for us. They have some even more badass machines if you're doing commercial stuff. You've been doing it a long time and you're doing enough work volume to justify it. You can get you a really badass machine. We made up this bracket here for it and adapted it to our Chinese stand for now until we can build another stand. But they also sell stands. Anyhow, I'm Michael. That's Braden. Stay tuned for more videos. Braden's going to try to get some more powder coating videos up here on YouTube for beginners. He's been coating for what, about 6 months now or so? He's been coating for about 6 months and he's been doing really good. He's doing a SEMA truck build right now. As you can see, he's got a lot of parts done. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe.